Right, my battery's gone off, so I'll just put a stop still and put a brand new battery in. I've just give her the thumbs up, it gives a lift, none of them are going to stop. So looks like I'm just going to have to walk all the way back to my car myself. So I've just put a brand new battery in. So that last one's lasted quite a bit as well. So they both must have given us about 2.5 hours. So this one I've just put in will last the whole journey back to the car. Right, now I've put the batteries in my side pocket and I start to rub together, make it right racket when I'm walking along. So get them back out of there and put them in my waistcoat pocket so they're not rubbing together when I'm walking along. Right, get this one out here as well. Right, that'll do. That's better. I'm not getting any rubbing noises now. But I just get further around where that white car is now. There's a bridge that's just going to go across now with white painted railings. I've got to walk around past that, go over that bridge, and then a little bit further you can look up the bank to see Poppy's Cottage, or people hire to stay up there as well. Well, this is to me this is the longest stretch of road that you'll ever walk along in the Coatage Valley. It just goes on and on and on from WEDDERLEAP car park to going back to Lynn Briggs. It's a long stretch of road to walk along. So these people are coming out now at this time. They must be coming out to do a wild camp overnight because it's a bit late in the afternoon. It's just gone hot, so it'll be about 2:45 in the afternoon now. Right, I can just start to see Poppy's Cottage up the top of the hill there now as I'm getting a little bit further around the corner. You can see where the road starts going up to go up into Poppy's Cottage, but you don't go all the way at the top. You only go halfway up and then it bends out to the left and drops down, and then you go along, cross over a bridge. It's oyster catcher. It's quite shallow there, you can see all the stones on the bottom, look. Perfect place to let your dog go in for a plodge. Cool them off. Right, so it's a quite big track here for the farmers to go over the field to go and get the sheep back, with them 2 sheep are on the track. Right, so there's Poppy's Cottage now. You can see the grounds, and there's a couple of cars at the top of the bank part there, so people are staying there at the minute. Once I get up and round past Poppy's Cottage and then over the next bridge, my walk is great then, because I can actually see where I'm going to be going back to, and then when you get the sight of where your car's parked on the other side of the bridge is great, and then you know you haven't got that far to walk, just another few hundred yards as you cross over the bridge, then you're back in the car. He's got a bit of a limp in the middle. He's obviously gone down a cattle grate or something, hurt his leg, or her leg. So unusual name for a place, Poppy's Cottage, P-O-P-P-Y-S, Poppy's Cottage, up the top of the bank there, look, nestled in those bits of trees. Right, so I get back to the car, I'm going to have a long wee and then jump in the car and start driving back home. And I'm not hanging about because it's quite a drive back home. And I want to beat the tea time rush on the A1 as well. It shouldn't be that bad with it being a Sunday, but sometimes it is when you get to this, where you first get the signs pointing the gates ahead. That's when it all starts backing up and you get queues of traffic. Even on a Sunday, it's ridiculous. Another car coming. I was looking at them Mitsubishi ESXs. I think you can get them in a four-wheel drive as well. Not bad looking car, but I still prefer mine if I'm going up and doing hills, like the Volvo XC90 4x4. Guns up anything, guns up them if you wanted to. This reminds me, when I walk along this section of road, it always reminds me of when I did the walk from Ridley's Road and I went right at the top and I went up to the far side, and then I started walking right back down the Coquet Valley here, and it was just miles and miles and miles and miles of road, and it's so tiring. Make sure you can see that red car there now. It's just going to go up the bank now towards Poppy's Cottage. Like I say, you go halfway up, it's a steep bank, and then it bends to the left, and then you start coming back downhill again. So I'm just looking where that track, where back there goes across the grass, and you can bend round to the right here and come back onto the road here, or go straight on again and go up that bank there and get back on the road. So it just gets you off the road and you walk along the grass, which will be a bit softer underfoot. Right, so that red car is just going up halfway up the bank now, and he's just bending off to the left to go back down to the left now. That's where I'm heading for. Right, so that track's going straight ahead and it's going up this bit of an embankment, and it's continuing, the grass track continuing towards the river again over there, a little bit further, once you get up that bit hill. And then you can come across the right here to get back on the road, or just stick to that grass track. Just doing that for future reference, so if I come back along here walking and I see that track again, I'll just get onto it past those sheep and just come right along this grass track and go up there and continue on. Be a little bit easier to walk with it being grass instead of stone road. It's quite warm now and the sun's still coming out. So a couple of farmers' trucks going up there to go up and over the top. Okay, so there's a grass track there just on the left, and there's that track there going round to the right and then round the left hand corner to meet that one probably. Right, so you can quite clearly see the grounds of Poppy's Cottage now, and there's a car outside the first house. First spot of it. Oh, I've got a sweaty ass now, like we went along the heat. Right, so there's that white painted handrail bridge that I'm coming up to now, over the cattle grate. I wonder if that's a BT box or just satellite telecommunications. T. I wonder if it's a T-Mobile or... Right, so you can see how far I've walked now past the coming away from, you can see Barrowburn cottage in the distance, and you can see the telecommunications tower up above the trees back there. So I've walked quite a distance from that point on, and I've still got quite a distance to walk as well. Now we normally see sheep hiding the hose on the side of the embankment and scratching the asses on it. Right, here's another van coming along now. Just pulling over the side at 11 past. Right, so go up halfway up the bank, turn left, drop back down, go around a bit of an S-bend, past a big pull-in car parking spot, go over the bridge, and then I'm not far off my car after walking along my favourite little place where there's loads of little waterfalls, like there's 5 in a row, all coming over the rocks. Now, I like to film that. So with the road being straight, you can see any car that's coming at you as well, walking along here. So there's more sheep hiding in the small trees, the copses. Keep them cool. More tracks going up there. We're going right over the top. Right, so I'm crossing over a little stream here that comes from the right to meet the left and goes underneath the road here. That's why there's a bridge here. This is the passing place that she pulled into to let the van come through. Another track going up there. Right, so if you've got a dog and you can't get them over the cattle grate, you go through the metal gate there. Right, so this is where the stream comes down from the right, look. Goes underneath this bridge, then joins the main river court here. Got to keep looking round to see if there's any cars coming up behind you. There's a car coming from the front here. Right, so you can see where it drops down over this concrete ramp. Join the main river. And it's coming down from up there, look. Past that round homestead. And here's this car coming down, the red one. Hiding in the trees. Little lamb and mummy. Oh, you bugger. Hey, it's because I'm taking my eye off where I'm walking. Me and Jimmy were walking on here one time. It was red hot, I mean red hot, and it was knackered, so we came across the old where there used to be a little skinny bridge went across the river just here, and it's still got the concrete supports on either side of the river, so I just went past that and sat down on them, took a rest. Hey, any vehicles coming? No, but that red car's right along towards WEDDERLEAP car park there now. There's another car coming in now. Right. Nice car, BMW convertible. Bit of a car for driving along this weather at the minute, and I'll get that breeze to you. It's hot. Right, round this air bend, then climb the bank. That's going to kill us. Right, I'll keep watching out for him going up the bank. Right, there he is. Right, he's reaching halfway and he's going to bend around to the left now. There he goes. Drop down the hill. I was trying to think of the name of the concrete things that he sat on. It's ramparts, where there used to be a bridge across, and we were sitting on the concrete rampart supports on both sides of the river, and we went past it and sat on them, just took a rest, and Jimmy had something to eat, I think, which is now new. Jimmy was eating. Because of his diabetes, never stops eating. I can see the ramparts now. So there must have been a little bridge across the river just here at one time. Just like a little skinny one for farmers to get across in quad bikes, or it might have been an old horse and cart type bridge to get from that side over to this side. So a farmer coming along with a trailer on the back. There's Mummy flat out there and the little one's just wandering about. Right racket dragging that along, bouncing up and down. Right, so you can see the old ramparts there, one either side of the river. Well, that's the one me and Jimmy went and sat on, that one on the right hand side. Right. She's keeping a young one very, very close. Right, he's going to start bending out the left now and go down the hill. There he goes. So that's where I'm going to be going now, past that clump of trees, down to the bottom, and you cross over another stream, kind of underneath the road. Then you go around the corner to the concrete bridge, where it's got dividing concrete sleeves inside to catch any debris that's come downstream. I mean, I would go and have a sit down there, like just for a 5-minute rest, but I just want to get back to the car now and start driving home. It's been a long day. Be between say 3 and 4 o'clock now, I think. Mitsubishi. That looks like it's the same car that passed me earlier on. Red as well. And I had a couple of sitting in it.